Dormant Commerce Clause! You have to understand that thinking of new ways to start these videos is not easy. What is the Dormant Commerce Clause? The Dormant Commerce Clause is states can't regulate interstate commerce, right? Congress has the power. This is one of those grants of powers that states are not allowed to do. And it makes sense because Congress has the power to declare war. States can't do that, right? We can all agree that, my home state, yeehaw, Texas, we can't declare war on Cuba, no matter how badly we think it would be funny. Which, it would be really funny if we did, right? Could you imagine? Just like tomorrow, the Texas House introduces a bill to declare war on Cuba. Come on, that's hilarious. Anyway, that's an idea for a project. Anyway, so, we can't do that. So generally, the constitutional grants of power are considered to be exclusive to the federal government. Congress alone has the power. Congress alone. Now, there's a couple that Congress alone doesn't have the power, right? Tax and spend. The purse and the sword. That is not just, obviously states can also, wait, no, sorry, no, it's, purse and sword are different. They don't have the power of the sword down there. They just have the power of the purse. No power of the sword, for obvious reasons. Again, Texas can't declare war on Cuba, no matter how funny it would be. So, anyway, I love just rambling at the camera. I hope this helps the few poor souls who are watching this. Anyway, Dormant Commerce Clause is the idea that they can't regulate interstate commerce. What counts as interstate commerce? Everything, pretty much. So it's really hard. So the test now is not they just can't regulate interstate commerce, it's that they can't discriminate against it now. Or they can't overly burden it. So the two tests are really simple. The burden test is the burden can't outweigh the benefit to the state. What does that mean? It's a logic test. It's a we the court, we think you're dumb. We think that's not helpful. I don't like it. I don't like tests that boil down to we the court think that looked dumb, which is what most con law tests are. I don't like it. Can we just have the that looks dumb test, please? Can we just put that into the law? Just everybody should know the no dumb stuff test. And that whenever you do anything, you're allowed to check and see if it looks dumb. And you can argue against it on the basis that it's dumb. Because that's what the court's doing 95% of the time. I don't like it. Anyway, so that's the first test. And the second test is it discriminatory? So say that we, the great state of Texas, are sick and tired of Oklahoma. We don't like it. And so we say, trucks from Oklahoma got to pay an extra $20 at the border. That's discrimination on interstate commerce. Sorry, that would actually be more of a 14th Amendment issue. No, not a 14th, sorry. That would be more of a privileges and immunities issue. Let me think of a better example. We hate everyone, all other states. Get out of here. $20 to cross the border of Texas. That would be a violation of travel issues too, but just fundamentally, examples are hard. That would be a violation, that would be a regulation on interstate commerce. Say we go every semi-truck that crosses the borders has to buy a $10 sticker. That would be violation of interstate commerce. You can't treat the borders of states as these sort of, as walls. They're not. You need to be able to cross them and not be regulated, especially because you're crossing them. So again, let me pull up, the Dormant Commerce Clause. One other thing that needs to be noted is that, sorry, I forgot what I was about to say because I was trying to see if there was another test I needed to talk about. Undue burdens. Market participation? I guess I'll talk about market participation, but there was another thing I was about to mention. Market participation doctrine is that states can discriminate when they're acting not as a regulator. So if I am the great state of Oklahoma, and I would like to open a brand new Oklahoma University merch factory, so I can just send it right to the dump, and say I want to, give everybody from Oklahoma a 50% discount. I can do that because I'm a market participant. I am a state, yeah, but I'm acting in the market. Now, let's say that I have a special resource like coal or uranium or it's really just minerals. And maybe you could make an argument for scenic views and stuff like that, but mainly it's just minerals. So I promise you, you can charge different prices for admissions to like the state capitol. I'm almost positive that that would be allowed, even though that's a unique resource. So, but anyway, if you have a unique resource like mineral deposits, you can't do that. It needs to be an actual like market participation. If you're regulating coal, or if you're saying how we, the state, we're the only ones who can mine that coal, you might be able to say that, but you can't then say, but we're going to now sell it at a discount, because now you're acting as a regulator, right? You're regulating who can buy the coal and then using that to discriminate. So you can't do that. And that's sort of, yeah, that's pretty much it when it comes to your discrimination doctrine. That's really almost all of the Dormant Commerce Clause. We spend a lot of time on the Dormant Commerce Clause, but that's really the two tests that you need to know, right? Is it discriminating, and is it an undue burden? Now, there are times that you can discriminate, right? Let's be clear. You can discriminate if you can meet the following conditions. And I'm gonna actually read these ones straight. I'm pretty sure I know all of them, but I'm gonna read them straight. Okay. Okay, this does not have the exact test I was looking for, so I'm going to pull up a different document that I know should. Sorry, I have a lot of documents. Not everything is super easy, but I'm... So you can discriminate if you are regulating for the purpose of health and safety. This is called the quarantine exception. And this is invalid. These laws are still invalid unless you can prove that you have no non-discriminatory alternatives, right? So if I want to regulate poop, just poop, and I want to say poop from the state of Oklahoma can't come in, I can't do that. I can say no poop at all. Obviously, that would be a violation of the laws of nature. But I say no pooping, that's okay. But I say you can't bring in poop from Oklahoma, that's not okay. Unless poop from Oklahoma is full of uranium. Let's say that we blow up Oklahoma for the good of humanity. And it's gone now, except for a few people. And their poop is full of radioactive. I can say no Oklahoma poop because it's radioactive. And so the main example, the case that's used is the Maine fishers case, right? They banned the importation of bait fish because Maine's fisheries are not connected to the major waterways of other states, and they have less parasites or different parasites, whatever it was. And bait fish will bring in new parasites. That is like the one thing. It has to be health and safety, and the discrimination has to make specific sense. Like it needs to be that you have no alternative, and also that the good you're discriminating against, like from outside of the state, has a special problem. Discrimination needs to create some value beyond like, making your commerce better, right? Because if they were saying, let's say you're the state of Mississippi, and you're saying no bait fish from Louisiana, you have the same waterways. Your waterways are all connected. There's no difference between the bait fish. You're just discriminating so you can have your own commerce. That's not allowed. Even if you want to go, but they're full of parasites. Yeah, but your fish have the same parasites. So what are you talking about, right? So you can regulate goods coming in from out of the state if they have a special bad. And you lack that bad, generally speaking. That's pretty much it. Dormant Commerce Clause is kind of complicated. If I recall, we spent like 2 weeks on it, but really it boils down to those two tests, the market participant exception, and then remember, with that discrimination, you have the one health and safety exception. So it's no burdening or no undue burdening, no discrimination, unless you're a market participant, and then also health and safety discrimination. That's it. That's really all I have to say on the Dormant Commerce Clause. Like I said, I'm going to pull up this just really quick, just to check and see if there's anything really important I feel like I missed and that I want to touch on, because this is a major issue. Oh, I guess I should have, I guess I should have mentioned this just right quick, is preemption. I think I said this before, supremacy clause, federal law, if valid, prevails over state. Any kind of federal law.